We want to innovate. So let's talk about what's innovation. You mentioned this before. To me, there is a 3 P's of innovation: people, process, and product. And they're equally important, but we need to differentiate because there are 3 different worlds. People, you have to reinvent your organization, its purpose, its style, its culture. That's about the people. That's an entire area of innovation for itself. There is digitalization of your process, of the value chain, of the supply chain, of the business processes. That's different again, hugely important. Here, you will ensure to stay profitable. Here, you will ensure that you have the right people happily working for you. But here is where you redefine and reinvent the value proposition towards the customer. So when we talk about innovation, please let's differentiate, mostly because, and this is where people make a mistake, digitalization is not just this innovation. There's 2 different things, 2 different worlds that we need to start looking at differently. If you want to digitalize, that's very admirable, that's good, please do, but it has nothing to do with disruption or 10x or moving to the next 50 years of your company. If you digitalize, you will survive. That's good. You have to digitalize, but you will not create the next 50 years of your company. That's only here. The value proposition towards your customer. Does that make sense? So, product innovation. And here, it's going to get a bit academic here, because this is a matrix from Harvard Business Review. It's a really cool article. If you want the link, let me know, and I can send you the article. It's a really good article. But what I'm trying to get at is even within this product innovation area, there's different types. So let's look at the different types of product innovation that we can have. Mostly I'm interested in these 3: breakthrough innovation, sustaining innovation, and disruptive innovation. So what are the axes here? The one is, here the x-axis is how well is the domain defined? How well is the market, the industry? How is the sales process already happening? How well is the market defined? Not well or well. And on this side, we have how well is the problem or the product or the value proposition, potential value proposition defined, well or not well. So let's just say we have a market or a domain that is very well defined, and we have a problem that is very well defined already. We have sustaining innovation. This is what you're already doing, right? Just better, right? Does that make sense? Yeah. But what if we have an industry that is well defined, but a problem that is not yet quite formed? This is what we call disruptive innovation. This is what changes industries, because this is an industry that will improve and be disrupted. And I'm going to talk about this in a bit again, so let's remember this. There's a big difference between sustaining innovation and disrupting innovation. We're going to get to it in a minute. This, of course, as well, breakthrough innovation, but for me, breakthrough innovation is mostly technical. It's R&D driven, where you break through with a new technical device or biochemical device or whatever you have, and you have to recreate or create a new domain, a new industry, a new market. Let's not focus on this at the moment, because this is mostly for R&D driven companies. For me, the more realistic part are these 2. Sustaining innovation and disruptive innovation. Does that make sense to everybody with the definition of the industry and the problem? Yeah? Okay, so we're focusing on disruptive innovation, where we want to redefine an existing market with a new problem or a new way a customer uses my product, or a new way an entire sector experiences a value chain. Yeah? Disruptive innovation.